What happens when a general tries to pull rank on a master sergeant? I witnessed it firsthand at Fort Campbell when a two-star general decided he knew better than our master sergeant about airborne training. Master Sergeant Jake Davis had been running jump training for 15 years. Guy was a legend. 3 combat deployments, over 2,000 jumps, 0 major accidents under his watch. Soldiers trusted him with their lives because he'd earned it. Then General Morrison showed up for an inspection. Fresh from the Pentagon, wanted to see how we train paratroopers. Everything started normal until he spotted our training schedule. Why are these soldiers spending 3 days on equipment checks? He demanded. Back in my day, we did it in one afternoon and jumped the same day. Davis respectfully explained our safety protocols. Sir, equipment failures cause fatalities. We check everything twice, run simulations, verify weather conditions. It takes time to do it right. The general's face turned red. Master Sergeant, I've been jumping longer than you've been alive. I think I know what I'm talking about. Davis stayed calm. Yes, sir. How many jumps have you supervised as an instructor, sir? The question hung in the air. The general had maybe 50 personal jumps, all administrative. Davis had supervised over 10,000 student jumps. Big difference. I don't need to justify my experience to an NCO, the general snapped. I'm ordering you to cut this training schedule in half. These soldiers need to be jumping, not playing with equipment. That's when Davis did something I'd never seen before. He stepped closer to the general, lowered his voice, and spoke with absolute conviction. Sir, with all due respect, you can give me any order you want, but if you cut my safety protocols and someone gets hurt, I'm the one who has to call their mother, not you. You can relieve me right now if you want, but until you do, my soldiers follow my training standards, because I'm the one responsible for bringing them home alive. The general was speechless. You could see him processing what just happened. A master sergeant had basically told a 2-star general to back off. Colonel Williams, our battalion commander, stepped in quickly. Sir, perhaps we should discuss this privately. Let Master Sergeant Davis continue his scheduled training. The general stormed off without another word. We figured Davis was finished. Career over. Nobody talks to generals like that and survives. 2 hours later, Davis got called to the commander's office. We all assumed he was getting relieved. Instead, he came back with a grin. Turns out the general had called the Pentagon, spoke with the Airborne Training Command, asked about Davis's safety record. What he learned changed everything. Our unit had the lowest accident rate in the entire Army, 0 fatalities in 5 years, industry-leading safety standards. The general returned the next morning, found Davis preparing equipment for the day's training. This time, his approach was completely different. Master Sergeant, I owe you an apology. I spoke with headquarters last night. Your safety record is exemplary. I was wrong to question your methods. Davis nodded respectfully. No apology necessary, sir. We all want the same thing, soldiers who come home safe. The general watched our entire 3-day training cycle, asked questions instead of giving orders, took notes on our safety procedures. At the end of his visit, he gathered the whole unit. Master Sergeant Davis runs the finest airborne training program I've seen in 30 years. His methods will become the new Army standard. 6 months later, every airborne unit in the military adopted Davis's extended safety protocols. What started as a confrontation became Army-wide policy. The general sent Davis a personal letter of commendation, wrote that true leadership means admitting when you're wrong and learning from people who know better. Davis framed the letter and hung it in the training office. Not because of the recognition, but because it proved something important. Last year, Davis retired after 25 years of service. At his ceremony, 3 different generals showed up to honor him, including Morrison, who gave the farewell speech. He called Davis the kind of NCO who makes generals better at their jobs. The crowd gave him a 5-minute standing ovation. Davis now works as a civilian contractor, teaching safety protocols to military instructors worldwide. His motto is simple: rank doesn't override responsibility.